Take one. Jess, Cosner, testimony, action.
I grew up in a family of believers. We knew God was there, we would pray, but we never went to church, and I hadn't really ever read the Bible, so I was never truly taught what it meant to have a relationship with Christ. A couple of years ago, I was having a really tough time in school, in my relationships, and just life in general. So when my best friend at the time, who I'd known since I was 7, made me an offer to join their coven of Christian witches and said that everything they did was through Christ, I believed them. Their spells were in the form of prayer, one of which included the Lord's Prayer, just aided with candles, crystals, incense. Then around August 2023, my 5 friends that I had thought were going to be there until the end started distancing themselves from me. I noticed I was becoming a very negative person and was constantly depressed and having anxiety attacks all of the time. I didn't know what was going on, and that went on for several months. Finally, my best friend Corinne, who I've known for about 10 years now, asked me to go to this church she had found that had Saturday services that worked with her work schedule. I had been thinking about going to a church for a while, and so I agreed. March 2024 was my first time at CBC. I was still doing the things I was doing. I was still living in sin, but I was growing closer to Him every day. Then in May of this year, I ended up in the hospital. I had no health insurance, and I was in there for 4 days with the doctors not being able to figure out what was going on. I was stressed, not knowing what was happening and why I was in so much pain, but also the financial aspect of it all. The Saturday I got out, I came to CBC. I went up to the altar, kneeled, laid all of my worries at His feet, and I sobbed. And then I got baptized in July to publicly proclaim my love for Him. Since then, while I still struggle at times, I can say that I've received so many blessings that I never thought I would. And because of all that I have experienced, I can sit here and say that nobody can tell me that God isn't real.